If you're like me, and after you did all those recipes we already did, and you still have a bunch of dandelion petals left, or dandelions in the yard, and don't know what to do with it, you already did vinegar and other things, then you're in luck because I have too. And today we're gonna make the recipe, the one dandelion syrup I like the most. On the internet they call it the Swedish Dandelion syrup, and I really like the flavor of it. So let's get started together. Hi, my name is Ken from Prepared and Sustainable Living. I'm making video all about gardening, foraging, cooking, baking, hunting, fishing, homesteading, crafting, and anything between. We go camping a lot too. We have a bird dog. There's always something going on here. And today we're gonna make, like I just said, the Swedish dandelion syrup. So let's all get set up and get ready. Alright, first we're gonna need a quart of water, or 4 cups. I already chopped up the apples. The recipe calls for 500 grams. It's about 2 to 3 medium-sized apples. I did actually buy the apple. I made 2. Because ours are fall apples and I don't have none right now. Plus, I chose a sweet apple because I want to have the syrup being a little bit natural sweet. They call for the petals of about 50 flowers. I already have the petals all pulled, so that's approximately about 4 cups of petals I put in here. I turn it on. As soon as it gets hot, I let that simmer for about half an hour. I'll get sure that there's enough, that all the dandelions are in the water, because it's a little bit low in water, but that's how it is. I'm gonna mix it up, let that simmer for half an hour. I'll get sure normally that I stir it from time to time. And once it's all done, I'm gonna bring you back for the next step. Alright, it's about done simmering now. So I'm gonna go get me a strainer and get another pot ready. I'll put it in that bowl right now. It's gonna come back in it's coming back in the pot anyhow. Alright, I'll let that cool a tiny little bit before I squeeze all the water out of it. And in the meantime, rinse the pot out very quick. Doesn't need to be super clean, but the idea was that I strain it so I don't have all those petals in there anymore, so wouldn't be much of a help if I were to get all the petals in again. You're not gonna get rid of all of them. You're probably gonna find a few of them in your syrup, which is perfectly fine. Put that back in here already. Oh, too warm. Alright, I'll let that cool down a tiny little bit before I squeeze it all out and bring it back. Alright, what else we're gonna need is about the juice of 1 lemon. I don't have a lemon, so I take the lemon juice, which is about 2 to 3 tablespoons. a little bit for taste, but I had the feeling it also helps with the color for me. And then we add the sugar. About 2.5 cups. Start cooking it. So it dissolves the sugar and thickens up. And when it is thick enough for me, I'm gonna bring you back. Alright, I do have it now in a jar. So I can put it in a can. Luckily, it's not the only thing I'm gonna put in a can. I don't put that in a can. That's not even full. You see, it gives me a little bit more than corn. I always make a small batch the first time in the season, just to be sure that I'm still having enough practice and that it still works the way I want. This way I don't waste a whole lot of stuff if it doesn't work out. But since that's not the only thing, you can see there are a couple of petals still in there. I don't know if you can see it. That's not really avoidable. I probably could have put a tiny little bit more syrup in there, but I like to try some tonight, so I'll leave that here. And I'm not gonna have to can it if I don't, if I already use it anyhow. So I'll leave me one out for trying out. I'll have the canner running. I'll get it hot. I can the syrup and the other jars for about 10 minutes. And then I bring it back to wrap the video off. The syrup is done. I'm gonna let that now sit. And let that sit now till tomorrow on the kitchen counter. Hope they're gonna pop so they're sealed and let them cool. And tomorrow they come in the pantry. They're probably gonna try some too. I still have that one jar that was really full, so probably gonna try some soon. But that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, check out that video. YouTube thinks you're gonna like that. Like, subscribe, let me know in the comment what you like, what you didn't like, what you want to see more or less from. And I'll see you in the next video. Till the next time, stay prepared and sustainable.